Welcome to Down the Barrel Podcast with Jimmy and Dino. Get ready to dive into the wild world of Minnesota hunting, trapping, and wildlife. We'll be chatting with some folks who protect, manage, and promote the great outdoors. But don't worry, we'll also have some laughs as we chat about guns, whiskey, and anything else that catches our eye. So grab a drink, sit back, and get ready for a good time. Down the Barrel Podcast is brought to you by the Minnesota Deer Hunters Association
and Wolf.Report. Wolf.Report, a platform dedicated to elevating the voices of Minnesota hunters, trappers, and outdoor enthusiasts. Join us in advocating for responsible wolf management in Minnesota. Share your reports, photos, and stories, and together we will ensure that they are seen by all.
The Minnesota Deer Hunters Association, protecting the future of deer and deer hunting through habitat, education, advocacy, and legislation.
Today we're here with 3 Forkhorn campers. We're here with Rohn, Aiden, and Hudson.
What's up?
Hey, boys.
Hi.
So you guys went to Forkhorn Camp, and you guys went to Deep Portage, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, Hudson, you were the most recent one. So
yes. Let's see here. 3 months ago or something. I had an awesome time, honestly. I was really nervous at the start of everything, but oh my God, I had an awesome time. It was so fun.
Mm-hmm. What was your favorite part?
Oh God.
Probably a lot.
It's gotta be something.
Probably shooting, I would think.
Yeah, what'd you shoot?
We shot 22s.
Yeah? And you got your firearm safety, right?
I passed.
You did?
Yeah, it was actually really clean. I think there's not even one person that didn't pass. Everybody passed.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's what we hope for.
Yeah.
So with that firearm safety, you guys do range day, obviousst, range qualifying. Then you do a test, a lot of bookwork stuff.
Yes, it's a 50 question test.
Okay.
And it's a multiple question A, B, C, D.
Mm-hmm.
That's on the last day.
Yeah.
And then there's range 1, range 2, bow and arrow stuff. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's really
And
fun.
how many days did you stay there?
I think it was 4 days.
So you stayed 4 nights.
4 nights, 5 days.
Yeah, and you went all by yourself. You didn't have a buddy or anything.
I didn't have anybody. I didn't know anyone out of my bunks. No one.
Did you make some friends?
Yeah. I actually got the one kid's number. We're going to try to get in at the same time next year.
Sweet.
Cool. Was there any local boys in your group? Or?
There was Landon from Bemidji, Mason was from Cloquet, and then Aiden was from Hibbing, I think.
Wow.
Okay.
So they were
kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
Close, but
they were decently close to me.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So many guys did you have in your room?
There was just 4 of us. There were supposed to be 5 of us, but one guy canceled, I guess.
Yeah.
So that ended up.
So how was the food?
Oh my God, the food was awesome.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Yeah.
Every time somebody goes, they tell me how good the food is. I might want to go there.
My favorite food was probably the salad. And
that's what I keep hearing.
Yeah, our boys were with the salad.
It's just so crispy.
Fresh. What if they got a garden there they pull it from?
I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
So
we need to go down there just for the salad, I think.
I was thinking they should have like a adult camp.
Right. Well, we talked to Neil about that. We've got to venture into that more.
Yeah, I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah. So speaking of Neil, you know who he is, right, Hudson?
Yeah, he's the
director guy.
Director. He's like the president of camp.
Oh, he's the big shot. So what did you think of him?
He was a cool guy.
Yeah, you like him?
Definitely had a lot of experience in hunting and stuff.
Really?
He's been doing that for like 10 years, I think.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. So that's cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Did he tell you some funny stories about him and his dog?
Yeah, I did.
Did you meet his dog? Everybody seems to meet his dog.
I saw him, but I didn't get to meet him, but I did see him.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a Cocker Spaniel, I think.
Is it?
Or short-haired. I can't remember.
I think it's a short hair.
A German short hair?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that sounds right. It's German short hair, I think.
So, do you remember your counselors at all?
There was Clodagh, which was from Ireland. She was from Ireland.
Oh, yeah.
And then Felix, actually, Rohn and Aiden, we'll get into that later.
Yeah.
Rohn and Aiden had the same guy.
Oh, yeah, we heard about Felix.
Was Schmitty from, actually, his first name's Andrew Schmidt, I think. He's from the cities. And then Felix is from the UK.
Yeah.
And there's guys from Jamaica and England.
Yeah.
There was local ones, but there's some
kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, we heard some accents when we were down there.
Yeah.
Yep. Definitely New Zealand, UK, Jamaica.
Yeah, a bunch of that.
Ireland, obviously. Yep.
There was one Jamaican there. He was cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he was a
So what other kind of activities did you guys do? Obviously firearm safety was a big part,
Yes.
the shooting, a little bit of bow. What else did you guys do?
Shooting, we did nature hikes, orienteering, we did, let's see here. And then we went canoeing one day. Canoeing was awesome.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun with that. I found a fishing pole and
Really?
I did a little bit of fishing. Oh, Mason, one of my bunkmates, caught a huge bass.
Nice.
Cool. He had like a little foldable ice fishing rod and he caught it on. It was funny. But we did canoeing, we did orienteering, like I said. Yeah. Orienteering, it actually ended up, we would do it outside, but we ended up doing your orienteering in the building.
Yeah, because you guys had a lot of bad weather, didn't you?
We had tornado warnings, and there was 5 inches of water in one of the spots in the camp.
Yeah.
We watched Space Jam that night.
Awesome.
Neil has a projector, and we watched Space Jam. Apparently, it's kind of rare if you get to get a movie.
Yeah, so I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it was fun though.
I suppose when it's raining, you kind of got to do that.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do.
Mm-hmm. Did you guys see any animals when you were down there?
Oh my god! You know what's funny? There was a bear at the range one night.
I saw a picture of it when you were down there.
We definitely saw a lot of deer there at the bull range. We saw 4 deer there.
Yeah.
Squirrels, birds, lots of birds. Turtle. We saw a turtle.
Okay. Yeah.
I can't remember the name. They have the...
You named the turtles?
No, it's the camp turtle is a big snapper, or she's a big snapper.
Okay, so it's like a mascot kind of.
Kind of like a mascot for the camp.
Awesome.
We didn't see any beaver that day, actually, surprisingly.
But you did see beaver?
No. There's a beaver dam, there's a beaver house, but we didn't see any beaver, which is weird. We saw a beaver sign.
Yeah.
We didn't see beaver.
Well, no. They're more active in the evening, so.
Yeah, I suppose.
Did you guys do any campfires or anything? Of course, I guess if you had some rain, but.
Campfire was the last night.
Okay.
We told stories and had s'mores. It was awesome.
Yeah? Did you tell a story?
No. It was just the camp directors, Neil said a story, and then, let's see here. What's the range? Holt master.
Holt.
Yep, he was a counselor, and then this year he's the range master, actually.
Yeah. Last year he was a counselor for these two. Yep.
He's pretty cool.
Yeah, he seems like he got an upgrade or a promotion.
He's range master now. He's a cool dude. He's funny. He's nice. He's very talkative.
Mm-hmm.
He's really cool.
Boys really like him, although he did say the 270s for small game.
He did, which I got to have a talk with him for that one.
270 is not for small game. I'm sorry. Holt, if you're listening to this, I'm sorry.
So you guys did a lot of activities and stuff.
Oh my God, cool. So many activities. I thought the night was going to be my biggest thing. I was just going to it was going to be hard to go to sleep.
Right.
But we were so busy during the day, we just all were out.
Wiped out.
And I think, let's see here, it was Wednesday night. The boys were up. They really need to put clocks in the rooms.
Yeah, you think so?
But it was probably in between midnight and 3 a.m. We found a turkey feather on the side of the road. They tickled my nose to wake me up. And they're like, do you want to study with us? Because they were studying for the test. Because we thought the test was going to be a legitimate, it is a legitimate test.
Right.
But we thought it was going to be really hard. So we were up studying. But I was taking notes and everything on everything. Because I was like, I don't know what it's going to be like.
Right.
So I was just studying. And then it ended up being a decently easy test.
Well, that's good.
But
it's probably easy because you had those awesome classes from.
Oh yeah, there was
studying all the time.
Yes, right. So the schedules was 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock lights out, 9:30 snack, 4 o'clock snack, all that shebang, and then you get up at 7. You have an hour to go do lectures. I think lectures were at 9 or 8. I can't remember, but yeah, the lectures were 2 hours long. They were fun, but they got long. Towards the end, you're I'm dozing away.
Yeah.
So they are longer.
Well, that's pretty cool. So I know you hunted last fall. Do you plan to hunt again this fall, obviously?
100%.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We have land in southern Minnesota, and we're planning on doing a lot of hunting down there on the farm.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be fun.
Yeah, you got a deer last year, didn't you?
Yeah, I got a nice little button buck. At first, I thought it was a doe.
Yeah.
But we're walking out to the field. I look to my right. I look to my left. I look back to my right. That bush is moving.
Mm-hmm.
That bush was moving.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. I think that is actually bigger than any deer your dad's ever taken.
That's for sure.
And I can almost guarantee it because I've seen most of them.
Yeah.
So good job.
We're big into the does. I saw it. We have a decent size. I think it was like a 4 or 6 point buck out there.
Oh, yeah?
And I'm like, I want him.
And you're coming for him this year?
Yeah.
There you go.
Awesome.
He
Yeah,
was bedded down right up on the driveway.
What are you shooting? What are you shooting?
So it's actually funny because I shoot the 243.
Yeah.
And it was like my dad shot the 243, and now I shoot the 243.
Yeah.
And then he's shooting a pump action 30-06 this year.
Yeah.
Yep.
But that 243, I love it. It's decently light. It's compact. It's very simple. Yeah.
Well,
so
good
that
job.
was awesome. I love that gun already. And my dad shot almost all of his deer in his lifetime, and he's 34 right now.
Yeah, he's
since
old.
he was 12.
Definitely old.
So from 12 to 34, he's used that 243, and he's never missed a deer on it.
Yeah, and he's only shot 4 of them.
Yeah, and then, they're way easy, 100 pounds, I would think.
exactly.
Most of them are close to 100 pounds.
Throw them over your shoulder.
Well,
you
yeah.
know. Yeah. So you had fun.
Awesome time.
Are you hoping to go back to Forkhorn 2?
150,000%.
Cool.
That's awesome.
I cannot wait for Fork 2 and Fork 3. And then I want to go to Upland Bird Camp, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then Neil was like, okay, so Upland Bird Camp, he was talking about all the camps, and it's like, Upland Bird Camps, you get to play with puppies and shoot shotguns. And I'm like, I'll be there.
Sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
I will be there.
Mm-hmm.
So I cannot wait for next year. I cannot wait.
Good.
Well, that says a lot.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, they do a really good job. All the Forkhorn camps, all the conservation groups do a really nice job around the state.
Absolutely.
Deep Portage is one of the closer ones, and
To us, yeah.
Yep. And they do an awesome job teaching these kids, firearm safety in Forkhorn 1, and then of course Forkhorn 2, which we'll get into, bow hunter safety.
Right.
And then obviously Forkhorn 3 is just that little bit more advanced,
Yeah, great facility too.
Oh, yeah. Deep Portage is
Classrooms,
great.
museums.
Oh, yeah. It is awesome. They had like 14
ranges.
classrooms or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then we learned a lot about mapping,
Yeah.
compasses. That was awesome. I really am glad that I learned how to use a compass and a map. We went up to a watchtower. It's like 50 feet tall. We could see, I can't remember. I'm assuming it was Hackensack's water tower.
Fire tower?
Water tower. Fire tower. Yeah.
Fire tower, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
well, they're close to Hackensack.
Yeah.
And we saw a fire tower, and then we saw a big blue water tower. And I'm like,
Yep.
wow, that's insane. We could see for so many miles. It was awesome. That was probably my favorite, I would think.
Yeah.
Going to the watchtower. It's a long walk up it's like a Minnesota mountain. It's huge.
Yeah.
50 feet in the air over the trees. It's awesome looking. And you can see Big Deep Lake.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yep. And then we went fishing, and I just had an awesome time. I didn't think I was going to have that much fun, but I had an awesome time.
Good. That's good to hear. Well, I'm glad you had a good time and that you go to Forkhorn 2. So that'd be great.
Yeah, 100% going to Fork 2.
Awesome.
So I can't wait for that.
Well, speaking of Forkhorn 2, should we talk to the other two boys?
Yeah, let's make a switch.
Yeah. So Forkhorn 2 leads us into Rohn and Aiden.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, guys. So this was your second year because you guys went to Forkhorn 1 last year, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And you basically felt the same way Hudson did. You thought it was awesome, and you wanted to come back for the second year.
Yeah, it was pretty cool last year.
Yeah. So,
And the salads were great last year.
right. That's all I hear about is these salads.
Yeah.
They're still amazing.
They're still
What is so good about the salads down there?
I don't know. It's just really fresh.
Gosh.
Yeah.
You think Neil grows it right in his garden and brings it in, or what?
No.
No.
They do have gardens, but
Really?
but they buy their food.
Oh,
So
That happens.
yeah,
you gotta find out where they're buying it because boy, those salads sound delicious.
they have a garden there, but it's mostly for I think raspberries and
Okay.
stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, there is a lot of raspberries.
Did you guys eat some?
No.
No. What the heck?
So Forkhorn 2 is obviously the main part of that is bow hunters' safety.
Yep. Yeah.
So what did you guys think of that?
It was really nice and fun to shoot the bows because there was a lot of 3D targets, and they trained us on the very first day that we got there.
Yeah. What kind of bows did you guys shoot?
A compound and recurve.
Awesome.
were they Genesis bows, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The compounds.
The compounds, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you had a 3D course, then you had just the regular, targets. And then there was tree stand safety too?
Yeah. They had
Okay.
tree stand, ground blind, and standing one day.
Wow. So when you went in the tree stand, did they make you wear like safety equipment?
Yeah, they made you wear a full arrest system, like harness, and then a haul line.
Nice. That's the way you're supposed to do it.
How high were the tree stands? Were they up 10 feet, 6 feet?
Maybe.
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah, they were probably about 10 feet in the air. They weren't very high.
Yeah, I suppose safety.
Well, that's really all the higher you get when you put yours up, isn't it, Dean?
I get at least 11 and a half. Were they ladder stands, portables? Probably ladder.
Yeah, ladder
I
stands.
suppose it's probably easier.
Yeah.
And then you sat on them.
Yeah. And you guys shot right out of them.
Yeah.
Did either of you hit the target?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I hit there was a deer.
Yeah.
I hit the vitals, and then I
Nice.
hit the bear twice in the vitals, I think.
Good job. How about you, Rohn?
They had antlers on a turkey, and they called it a durkey.
That's interesting.
I hit
Yeah.
that, a deer, and I hit a bear twice.
Nice. How many targets did they have set up?
There was a porcupine,
Wow.
2 deer, a bear, a turkey, and then a durkey.
A durkey, yeah. That sounds fun.
And then it became a unidurkey.
Yeah.
Somebody knocked the
One of
antler
them.
off.
One of our counselors accidentally shot at it and broke the left antler.
Yeah, it just came right off, and the thing that you put it in, it broke.
Busted it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you had bow hunting. What other activities did you guys do?
We did big bore, so we got to shoot 270, 243, 223, and there is a 22. So
Okay. Which gun or which caliber did you guys like the best?
probably the 243.
Okay.
I really liked the 270.
Oh, see, there you go.
I didn't shoot the 270.
You didn't shoot the 270?
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to get you shooting mine then.
Well, you've shot a 243 before, haven't you, bud?
Yeah.
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 Last year I did for hunting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Last fall.
And then you guys did a canoe trip?
Yeah, to Little Boy.
Okay.
Yeah, we started on Bass Pond, then we portaged to Big Deep Lake, and then we went to the first beaver dam, and then we portaged over that, went down, found another beaver dam, we went over that, and then that led us to Little Boy.
Wow. It's quite the trip.
Yeah, it was 6 to 7 miles.
Wow. That's all.
So it was 4 hours to get there and back.
4 hours total.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty quick, though,
Yeah.
for 6, 7 miles
Well,
with portaging.
yeah. Well, the trip was 4 to 5 hours.
4 to 5 hours overall.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you guys did some more interiring and map making?
Yeah, it was map making. The
Yeah.
map,
They gave us a blank map with the OR points, and then we got to draw and connect them,
Yeah.
and then we had to go out and go to each of them.
And how'd you do?
Me and Aiden's group was the only one that finished out of 3.
Yeah. So that means you guys are awesome, right?
yeah,
Yeah, 'cause-
and
I knew
the
it.
kids' map that we used, we had to go up a hill,
Yeah.
straight up. So
Good job.
Yeah, there was 8 points that we had to get to. And then once you got to one of them, you would call in the number, and then they'd tell you if you were at the right one or not.
Okay.
yeah,
So you guys understand how to run a compass and everything like that.
yeah.
So, if we get lost, you can
It's on you
take over the
guys.
compass. Yeah.
Well, my compass was messed up, so
They give you a broke compass?
basically because it was messed up, it wouldn't go where I wanted it to go.
Yeah. Mine never do either.
Yeah.
North, it would point northeast or northwest. It wouldn't show north.
Gonna have to get deported some new compasses.
Exactly.
So you guys have a favorite counselor?
Probably Felix.
Felix.
Yeah, the guy from the UK.
Isn't he the one you guys said talked a little funny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you guys
Aluminium.
Aluminium. Yeah. He said all kinds of things funny, didn't he?
Yeah. And what did he
Yeah.
call what is it? Ice cream or no, not ice cream. Popsicles.
Ice lollies.
Ice lollies, yeah.
And then suckers are lollies.
Yeah. You guys can say hi to him. He might listen to this.
Hi, Felix.
You should probably do it in a British accent, though.
Hi, Felix.
There you go. He might not understand you if you don't.
He
Right.
probably won't.
Exactly.
Yeah, we had 3 counselors. There was Felix from the UK, and then there was Sebastian from New Zealand and Dominic from Minnesota.
Okay.
Awesome.
So did Felix and Sebastian, right? He's the one from New Zealand.
Yeah.
Yep. So they talk pretty similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, they both have
Pretty
the same.
similar
Yeah,
accents
yeah.
in a way. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Dominic, he was just a Minnesota guy, so
Yeah.
Yeah. He definitely talked weird.
yeah, no doubt. He's got the Minnesota accent probably.
Yeah.
And you guys got to hang out with Neil, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it might have been like Wednesday lunch or something like that.
Yeah. On Wednesday, he sat down next to us and we talked about deer and video games and
Oh, video games, huh?
And then
Food.
Food. Yeah.
So he's a pretty cool guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
also he talked about knowing the middle school principal's son.
Here in town.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool beans.
Yeah, I know a lot of the local kids go to Deep Portage, Long Lake or Deep Portage.
Right.
You guys had a few Rapids boys in your bunkhouse, right?
Yeah,
In your
2
room.
of them.
Okay.
Like almost everyone from everyone there was from like Long Lake.
Okay.
That's where they took Forkhorn 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was Long Lake.
There was one boy that came to Forkhorn 1 2 years ago, and then there was one that had done it in the same like year.
Yeah.
That
it
you
was
guys
like-
did?
No.
Oh,
So
he
they
did.
skipped a year.
No.
The same
No, he did
year.
Forkhorn 1 like a few months ago.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
like a
So he's
month
doubling up this summer.
Yeah, like a month before.
He must really like it then.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So what was your favorite part?
Yeah.
Probably the canoeing.
Canoeing?
Yeah. I love canoeing.
Mine was probably Yukon roving.
What's that?
It was at the same place as the tree stands or the gun range, you start there and then you shoot some of the targets and then you slowly move down to different places where there's different targets and shoot them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had to walk from the gun range and back like 3 times, just shooting the targets.
Yeah, it was a
Sounds
pain.
fun. Sounds fun.
Walking up the hill and then walking down
Yeah.
and then walking back up. We did it like a total of 5 times.
Yeah. And you guys
that
had
week.
great weather while you guys were down there. So you were probably
Very
outside a lot.
hot.
Yeah.
Very hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You probably didn't get to watch a movie, huh?
No, sadly. You're lucky, Hudson.
I know.
So how's the nightlife? Did you guys sleep good?
Yeah.
Yeah. That made
Except-
you tired?
Yeah, except like I think it might have been Wednesday night. We had one of our friends, Gabe,
Yeah.
like after lights out, he fell asleep, and then like me, Rohn, Finn, and then another kid named Jarek, we were all up, and Gabe was just asleep, snoring. He was vibrating his bed.
He must have been really tired.
Yeah. And then we had to like wake him up to tell him to shut up.
Yeah,
Like,
I get that a lot
twice.
too.
Yeah.
He's always talking about how tired he is during the day,
Yeah.
and then he's out like 5 minutes after
Oh,
lights
that's
out.
good.
Yeah.
Neil always says he likes to make you guys tired. Taking you
Yeah.
on these marches and paddles and
Yeah.
stuff.
And then we're always like tired in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But you got that good food to wake up to. What'd you guys have for breakfast?
I think we had scrambled eggs 2 of the days.
Yeah.
scrambled
And-
eggs, French toast. I think that might have been Tuesday morning for the French toast.
Wow.
Hey, you guys are eating good then.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Better than me for sure.
Yeah.
I gotta go to camp just to eat the food.
I know. I want to try that salad.
The meat
Me too.
You guys gotta try salad.
yesterday lunch, like the last day for lunch, was meatball sandwich.
Oh, that sounds good.
It was amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, and you guys went from Sunday to Thursday, so
Yeah.
4 nights, 5 days.
Right.
Is that right? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
And you got to shoot bows, go orienteering, paddling, shoot some guns. So you guys were busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got the full week schedule.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
doubt. And good
Yeah.
food. Sounds like a great time.
I know. The food is like amazing there.
Mm-hmm.
So now that because we never really shot a whole lot of, archery before. I mean,
No.
we shoot archery,
Right.
but our kids haven't really
Right.
got into it as much. So now that you've done all that, do you think maybe you wouldn't mind bow hunting, or at least trying it?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I would try it.
Yeah.
Well, you might as
Yeah.
well.
I would try it if
Yeah.
I get a better bow than what I have now.
Well, right now you have definitely a kid's. Definitely a kid's.
Yeah,
It's not even
it's
a youth
like-
bow. It's a kid's bow.
yeah,
we,
it's meant for like practice.
Yeah, we can use. Mom's got a really nice bow, and then you can even another couple years you can get into my bow.
Yeah.
My old bow.
Right.
Yeah.
You're not shooting my new one.
Did you get a new one?
I want it. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my Hoyt.
Yeah. So you guys gonna bow hunt this year then? You can bow hunt from like September to December.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, obviously we know you're gonna gun hunt, but
yeah.
I can't wait to go hunting again.
Yeah.
Maybe this year I can get a deer, and then
Maybe.
the coyotes won't claim it before I do.
yeah, well, that happens. That happens.
Yeah.
We'll give it a whirl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We'll be back out there again.
So the bow hunter safety. This I was looking through this book. This is quite extensive.
Is this the book you guys were using?
Yeah.
It's actually very informative. It's.
Did you learn
really
anything,
cool.
Dean?
Well, it's hard for me to read.
Well, now.
So
Aiden probably could help
haven't,
you.
yeah, I haven't looked through it a whole lot, but I mean, I'm actually impressed.
Wow.
It even talks about bow fishing in here.
To be
Wow.
honest, if you listen to Classroom and you do all the activities, you won't really need the book that much.
Yeah.
But it's still nice to overview. Like in the back, the very back, they have multi-choice and like left open answer questions.
Okay, it's kind of like a
Chapter review, yeah.
One thing
practice
that I
test.
yeah, one thing that I learned was like if you think you got a bad shot, like if you got like a gut shot,
Mm-hmm.
wait 6 to 8
Yeah.
hours.
When in doubt, back out,
And if you hit like a vital,
like I always do.
wait like 20 to 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And if you don't think like you hit it,
Yeah.
wait like 20 minutes and then
Yeah.
go where you last saw the deer to check for blood.
Yeah. I love that
Cool.
part. Yeah, you guys even got to learn about tracking deer, didn't you? Blood
Yeah.
trailing?
Yeah.
How'd they do that?
They have like red food dye
Okay.
in a can, and then they just like sparsely spread it out on like leaves and logs and stuff. And then you have to find like an antler,
Okay.
and that's supposed to be like where the deer,
Deer
would
was.
be.
Yep.
Yeah.
What'd you guys think of that? It's always my favorite part.
It was boring.
It's more exciting when you actually shoot the
when,
deer.
and when you
Yeah.
know you're tracking a deer.
A deer, yeah.
And then we did jawbone aging that night for
Oh, yeah?
yeah. And there was
Sweet.
a book and it had like a jawbone,
Yeah.
different jawbones of deer, and then it had like and it counted like the teeth.
Yeah.
And then you would like write down like 1 through 13
Mm-hmm.
and like that was all the jawbones.
Okay.
And then in the book, it would have like the ages of the jawbones, and
Okay.
then you would write what you think,
Yeah.
how old
How
the
old it would
deer
be.
was, and then yeah,
Did they show you guys how to field dress a deer at all?
field dress.
Gut?
Got a deer.
No,
Oh, bummer. That's the best part.
Yeah, but for the jawbone aging,
Mm-hmm.
I don't really think the partner that we were with was looking at like the whole book,
Yeah.
because he only guessed within like the range of months instead of like years.
Oh, okay.
yeah, half of the jawbones were like 10 to like 5 years,
That's a pretty old deer.
and then like the only ones that we had was like 16 through 19 months.
Okay.
So
Pretty young deer.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But most of them were wrong.
Yeah. Well, that's how you learn, right?
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like I think a lot of people need to experience Forkhorn Camp.
Yeah. Sounds like it's a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they learn. Back in the day, we did firearm safety.
Right.
It's 5 nights out of school
In
or
a
whatever.
classroom.
Yeah, a couple hours and whatnot, but you didn't learn orienteering, compass. I mean, I think there was
Blood
maybe
trailing.
something about a compass in there. This is a compass. This is how you use it, type deal.
Well, no, I didn't have that in mind.
Yeah, maybe I didn't either.
No. No, I didn't get to do any of the fun. And we definitely didn't have good salad.
We didn't even get food.
Yeah, I don't think I did either.
No, I know it was like, I remember it was like 6 to 9 or 6 to
Yep.
8. It was
Yep.
2 hours a night for
In
5
the
nights.
basement of my old elementary school.
Mine was in the cafeteria of our high school.
Yeah.
Yep. And you didn't do any of the fun stuff you guys got to
Right.
do.
So it sounds like a pretty good deal.
Yeah, and honestly, I think that's kind of what's even missing for certain things. I mean, you guys know a lot of stuff just by going through these camps, you know.
Right. It's more than just firearm safety for sure.
That a lot of hunters our age don't even know.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know.
Better to learn it at a younger age.
That's right.
I'd like to say they forgot it, but half of them don't even
And
know.
half of them didn't learn it.
Yeah.
No. So, yeah. Sign those little guys up and little girls up.
Yep.
Before
Yeah, because it is co-ed. You
Yeah,
guys
there was
had
girls there, right?
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
had a
Yeah.
whole girls group.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not whole girls, but most of Group A was girls, and
Okay.
then
Yeah.
there was a few boys.
I think they try and separate the girls from the boys because both times that we went, there was either a full group with just girls
Yeah.
or there was mostly just
Well, yeah,
girls.
they probably put them in the same rooms together. It makes sense.
Yeah.
And then they do have an all girls
Yeah,
camp.
because Rohn's sister went to that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
We got lucky this year that we got into a all boy group
well,
again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Aiden were saying that they probably could have made the range a bit closer to the camp because it's a bit of a rough walk all
Well,
the way
I
there.
think-
and back.
Yeah. Well,
Well-
I think the road was washed out or something. So they,
Yeah.
I don't know. You probably had to walk there.
From the first session. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that,
Bad.
Yeah.
but it gives you guys good exercise.
That's right.
Sadly.
Sadly.
That helps you guys sleep at night.
It
Makes those salads taste better too.
But-
sort of.
Some of the days it'll be like someone's first thing they do in the
Yeah.
morning, and then they'll have to be tired and walk all the way there and back. And if they're doing Yukon roving in the morning,
Yeah.
I would hate to be doing that in the morning because you have to walk there
Yeah.
and then back to the start of that, there, and then back.
Good exercise. Although it's probably a little more difficult when it was so hot for you guys, but
Yeah.
better than having it raining like it was for Hudson's.
Yeah.
Although you get to watch a movie then.
That's true.
So, yeah, all you guys got to go with a scholarship from the Minnesota Deer Hunters Association, Itasca Chapter, right?
Yeah.
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 What do you guys say?
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Itasca Chapter.
Right.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
cool. And they sponsored you two last year as well.
Right.
Yes.
So that's pretty nice to be able to do it again. So you guys thinking Forkhorn 3 maybe?
No.
No? Why not?
Possibly.
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 Yeah.
If Aiden decides to go.
Oh, he will. He's got to give him
yeah.
a couple days.
Yeah.
He'll forget about all that exercise.
Exactly.
Thing is, in Forkhorn 3, you do an overnight camp.
That sounds fun. Like a canoeing overnight camp, right?
No.
No, it's just a hiking overnight camp.
Like, during like Forkhorn 1 and Forkhorn 2, you did like this survival thing. So you would like make a shelter.
That sounds fun.
This year, you would last year, you would make a fire in it. And then this year, we didn't make a fire in the shelters. But when we were all done, Felix dumped like a whole thing of water on it
Yeah.
to see if it was good or not.
Yeah.
So I got a little wet.
Well, it was nice and warm out, so that was probably okay.
So in Forkhorn 3, what you're saying is they do that survival thing overnight where you create a
Yeah.
shelter, you start a fire, and you stay overnight.
And everything is more advanced and
Right.
everything.
But that's the last one, Forkhorn 3.
Yeah,
then you're
Forkhorn
done.
3 is the end.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing hopefully you guys go back this year. It'll be a good challenge.
Yeah. One thing that isn't amazing during that is
Yeah.
you don't get to pick your groups. They pick for you,
Yeah.
and they pick by number. And since I'm Aiden's buddy, we're always standing next to each other. We get opposite groups.
Okay. I
So you
see.
guys weren't in groups all the time together.
There was a few times when we were in a group together.
Yeah.
So
But my group was the only one to start a fire.
Wow. Good job.
Well, sometimes it's probably good that Neil separated you two.
Yeah. No doubt. It's okay to meet new people.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's cool. Well, we're glad you guys had fun, and And a big thanks to MDHA and the Itasca County Chapter for for sponsoring you guys and letting you go. And banquet will be coming up this fall, so you guys will help out at that and whatnot. And
maybe I can win something again.
Well, maybe,
like I did last year.
They'd probably make you run a little contest or something for them.
Maybe,
or at least carry some stuff.
Definitely carry some stuff. You can help set up. You get to eat.
You get to go to Forkhorn Camp.
You get to go to Forkhorn Camp. Exactly. You were already paid.
Right. So how about one more big thank you for the Itasca Chapter, guys?
Thank you, Itasca Chapter.
Thank you, Itasca Chapter.
Awesome.
There we go.
All right, boys. Well, thanks a lot, guys. It was good to hear about Forkhorn Camp.
Yep.
Big thanks to Deep Portage and Neil too.
Yes, big thanks to Deep Portage. All the Forkhorn camps.
Yeah, Long Lake,
especially Deep Portage.
Right.
Yep.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
The Minnesota Deer Hunters Association has been building our hunting and conservation legacy over the past 40 plus years through habitat, education, advocacy, and legislation in Minnesota for Minnesota.
The Minnesota Deer Hunters Association and Wolf Dot Report proudly sponsor this podcast. However, please note that the opinions, topics, and guests featured may not necessarily align with the views, beliefs, goals, or mission of our sponsors.